What is it doing specifically today? 68.3 Laplace distribution range on the daily. We are surfing. That's all we're doing. Ranging in the 68.3. Where else would we ranging in the 68.3? On the weekly. All right. On the weekly. We actually 48.8. That's the 68.3 to the top side on the weekly. See what happens here. Wouldn't be a bit surprised all week to range in that range. Range in that range? Yeah. And it's only about a actually $2,700 range. Bottom side 46.1, top side 48.8. So we'll see where we close today. I was talking to MJ earlier, and I'm like, everybody's getting excited. Oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. I see traditional technical analysis people on YouTube talking about, oh, we're finally getting some bull div on the 2-day. This is why we use returns between price action and return, or this is why we use divergence between price action and returns, and not indicators like stochastics and MACD and RSI, right? The only divergence that matters is between the returns and price action. It's going to tell you what's it telling you? That your excuse me. Oh my God, I'm on fire from that ginger. It tells you that the return on your investment is diminishing, no matter if you're long or short. You start to get that divergence, it's a no-brainer. Take your profit, because that divergence is going to play out 100%. It always does. There's never a time it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't play out as much as usual, but it will play out. So that being said, if I pop up here real quick, show what I'm talking about on that 2-day chart. First, let me reload this real quick. I did some changes on an indicator and changed the width of the lines on my log, or my variance log MAs. I like those babies being a little thinner. Populate. There you go. Now let's go to the Bitcoin index. Pop up on the 2-day. I would pull up an RSI to show you, but when I pull up an RSI on my chart, it starts melding my computer screen. So I'm not going to do that. Not gonna do it. Let's see. On the stream chat. See, we have our resident question and answer, or question asker in the chat, so gotta get prepared. There we go. So, and don't get me wrong, do I love the divergence between returns and price action, or specifically the alpha trading returns oscillator? Yes, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let me turn off this higher length. But also the Z-score divergence right here on the 2-day. Got these we had all these lower lows in price action. While everybody's on the 2-day waiting. Oh, we don't have any bull div yet. And so they were like, oh, we're popping down this hole. Oh, it seems to be getting bullish. I don't know why. I don't know why everything's still down. Well, when you're playing the divergence between price action and returns and price action and the Z score, the bull div has been building the whole time. So we get this nice pop on this 2-day candle, right? Sitting here at 49 right now. But if we're talking about daily, 2-day, 3-day, dude, it's still a lower high. If the price action turns around here and goes back down, which in my opinion, it could. It really could. Pop over on this 5-day real quick. Show you something. Let me show you something on the 5-day. Wow. Well, our weather is shit. It's raining in the valley right now, dumping snow on the mountain. Sometime here in the next couple hours, it's going to turn to snow. So yeah, my internet's acting a little funny. Come on. There we go. There we go. So what I'm looking at here is number one on the 5-day. Same on the 5-day, right? Why we're getting this pop. We had some bull div. There was bull div building on the returns oscillator, not the Z score, the returns oscillator. Low length fish already bounced off the second standard deviation. Higher length one still coming down, starting to slope up, but I got more to show you here. Number one, variance still coming down, positively correlated on the 5-day, correct? Let's see here. You go over onto our deviation bands. Been riding the Gaussian mean down. Had a little test. We talked about this yesterday. I was like, when we open this 5-day candle, it's going to be right at the Gaussian mean. It is. So we're going to have to see how it reacts there. Gaussian mean 49.8. Got up to about 49.6. Low length AVR contracting, positively correlated. For all you volatility traders, you know what that means. Z score of historical volatility coming down, heading into positive correlation. Everybody knows it trades volatility, what that means. These confluence big time with the volatility reads. Now you go to the Shannon entropy percentile. This is our percentile of the actual entropy. It is starting to rise while we are starting to slope down negatively correlated. Excuse me. Still significantly positively correlated. But like I tried to explain to old Mr. Joker Boy in the circus show across the way that likes to make volatility indicators but has no clue how to use them, that the only thing that matters is the slope. That's all that matters. And he would just lose his freaking mind when I'd start talking about slope. Everybody knows that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if it's significantly negatively correlated, significantly positively correlated. I can show you so many examples, like right here. This is heading positively correlated. That was heading positively correlated. Still significant negative correlation. Guarantee you, whatever that was doing, I can show you right here. When you're sloping up, see, sloping up into positive correlation, right? And it's contracting a little bit. You can see the dump here, boop, boop, on the 5-day. It just all has to do with the slope when we're talking about the Pearson correlation. It's all that matters. It can be significant or not significant, right? Doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. As I continue to eat this ginger, it's got my nose running. Had a big steak and a bunch of fried potatoes for breakfast. So yeah, man, need some help eating the ginger. That's what we got going on with the 5-day, right? At the same time, though, on the 5-day Z score, building some hidden bull divergence, building some hidden bull div. But at the same time, on the returns oscillator, which on the 5-day, pretty damn high. Okay, right? Lower highs on the price action. Higher high on the returns oscillator. That has not set a top yet, but it is building hidden bear divergence on the 5-day. Me personally, I don't think this is over. I think, like I've said, we're ranging I wouldn't be a bit surprised by the end of this week if we come down here and test this first standard deviation normal distribution, about 44K. Would not surprise me at all. I'll show you. Stay around. Let's go back over here. I'm going to jump all over the place today. Go down to 15-minute. It's right down here. Shannon entropy percentile, right? And so most times when the Shannon entropy, especially when you get into these darker candles, the entropy percentile is rising and it's positively correlated. You can see the price action. It's just like volatility, man. That's what I'm starting to realize. But yeah, I've only had this for a short amount of time, so I'm still working with it. Still working with it. But a majority of the time, you can see Shannon entropy percentile starts to rise, right? First, when it's rising, it's negatively correlated. Price action starts to walk up. Then, as soon as we get into the darker candles, it goes significantly positively correlated. Wham! Up to the upside. And of course, the entropy drops in the trend. And this is the percentile of that entropy. So it's pretty cool. Great little indicator, great little addition. So is the ISP, the inverse or IPS, inverse Pearson skewness, that we are literally working with as well. We have a lot of descriptions to make up all kinds of stuff before. There's a couple indicators we really don't need descriptions for that they're going to be privately published, but the ones we're going to publish publicly, probably like Shannon entropy percentile, we're going to need a detailed description for TradingView. And the inverse Pearson skewness, going to need a detailed description for TradingView. Ultimate power means, going to need a detailed description for TradingView. Andy, if you're listening right now, I challenge you. Say, we love Andy. When Andy makes the descriptions up, me and MJ check the grammar, any additions or takeaways. I just use that word, Jesus, that we need to take out of it. And then the combo of us three's usually been pretty powerful in making some good descriptions. So the biggest problem, though, at the present time is Andy, Bilbo, and MJ have firmly dropped themselves into the matrix of the magical internet JPEG land. So we're doing the best we can. NFTs are so damn addictive, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. Oh, you got something to say, MJ? He's wearing his Hunter S. Visor little emoji or his profile pic.
I was just gonna say, what's trading? I don't know what that is. Do we trade around here or what?
We have an announcement that this Discord might be just changing into an NFT Discord. I'm just kidding. But as far as trading goes, my God, I've been a little bit behind the eight ball. I've been in NFT land like crazy, man. Pretty nuts. Pretty freaking nuts. So let's check this 90-minute out on Bitcoin index real quick. The end of this intraday trading period, right? What Bilbo always does. And a lot of people, if they're looking at the 9-minute, they'll be like, oh man, this is a consolidation. We're getting ready to explode. Okay. That's what you think. That's great. This is why we use the indicators we do, especially the variance. The variance is going to tell us, right? And we are patient traders. We wait until there's an outlier. We look at the correlation, we jump in the trade. That is literally like jumping on the back of the algo. Okay. That's what we do. That's how we trade. And let's see here. Yep. So from this top up here, this one wick, would that get up to? Yeah, about 49.5, pulled back. Got a little top of a data set here. Just setting up some hidden bear diversions on the 90-minute, going into the last 90-minute day of this intraday trading event. All right. Let's see here. The Pearson The here's in Jesus. The entropy percentile is contracting right now, as you see, heading into positive correlation. Could walk price action down. All right. But the AVR right now is contracting, negatively correlated. Historical volatility Z-score, same thing. Starting to head down in the negative correlation, yes. Coming down. The R squared of the entropy is definitely getting ready to flash, no doubt about it. But random, right? We're random on this last 90-minute candle. Getting random for about geez, almost a day. Pretty much it flashed about a day ago. Here on the 4 hour. That's why I love the low time frames, right? They're continually changing. I mean, 4 hour, 12 hour daily. Hell, I can remember what they even look like. There's not a lot of, I mean, the 4 hour will change obviously more, but that's why the low time frames are so powerful. And understanding the variance, right? Right here on this 4 hour, boom, you get an outlier positively correlated, you get a nice 4 hour pump. As it's going sideways, it starts negative, the variance starts coming down, negatively correlated, right? Walks it the rest of the way up. Boom. And what are we beating? We're beat on the 4 hour. We have been rejecting off the 99 length variance log moving average set on a power mean. This to me is looking like it's probably about to just reject. And how Bitcoin does it, right? You know how Bitcoin does it. So be careful, especially when I'm looking on the 4 hour and the entropy percentile is literally bottomed out. Correlation bottomed out. This is when this entropy expands, which it will. That's what entropy does, right? It goes in between randomness and trend. When it pops, I'm watching the correlation here. Watching the correlation here. So when I get down, let's go to 45 minute. See what's going on. Yep, same thing. Almost fully contracted. Correlation just going sideways on the negative side. This will be interesting to see how this plays out going into this next day. And look at the 45. It has been random. It has been random. Big time for over a day now. And divergence on neither. None. Right. Because usually when I go to these low time frames, I'm really looking at the last couple highs and lows of the oscillator and the data sets on price action. There is no bear or bull. No bear or bull. And another thing I was going to point out, was that on the daily? There was some div on the Fisher, which in my opinion, you build a good Fisher indicator, the divergence at the Fisher in between the Fisher and price action is way more powerful than any RSI or stochastic indicator any day of the week. That's why we use the bad boy. Yeah, the Fisher, even the Fisher on the daily, along with the Z-score, was building some bull div. Building some bull div. But is that on? Check this 4 hour real quick. Okay, boy, these charts are struggle bussing. We got the struggle bus. Boom. No, maybe it was up there on the 2 day. Got to let this chart fully go back up to the 2 day. Yeah, and that 2 day coming variance coming down negatively correlated. Both these 2 day candles, all right? Boop, boop. We're going down the whole time, creating that bull div. And we had a little doji. Boop. Nice 2 day pop. Nice 2 day pop. Yeah, man. There was a little bull div right there on the low length Fisher. Maybe I'll buzz by, find whatever time frame this was. God, was it the 5 day? Sorry guys. Should have bookmarked it. Should have bookmarked it. I saw that nice div on the Fisher. Hell, maybe it's on the 5 day. I just didn't go over it. Man, It's a bummer when it takes huh. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Ding ding ding. Was the Fisher. Was on the 5 day setting up this hidden bull. Hidden bull on Z score and Fisher. That's what I was trying to find. I just didn't bring it up. So I mean that's the thing though. We're talking a 5 day chart. This thing could drop $4,000. None of this is even gonna change. Right? Bitcoin's still ranging. I can't tell you that enough times. First standard deviation is a little bit below 44. I'm looking for this area to get tested here. I really am. It's still, besides that big wick we got on the dump, this has not been revisited yet. It will. It always does. Go back. Go back. I'm not talking fractals or anything. I'm just telling you how Bitcoin operates. Bitcoin always loves to revisit those wicks. It just does. Right? The bears and the bulls will test each other until one of them is like, enough's enough, wham. And that's why you just got to pay attention to that divergence. I mean, if anything, right, we get this lower low again. What's that going to be doing on all these higher time frame indicators? Just creating more stabs of bull divergence. And at some point, it just goes nuts and pops, really pops. Not a couple $1,000s, $3,000. We're talking 10K, 15K. Madness. I mean, look from the top, guys, we're 20K. We're what, $21,000 below the all time high? This thing's got a lot of room to move. A lot of room to move. This, and once again, this is what I'm thinking this is going to look like. Whoops. Let's try this again. Poor artwork. My goodness. Okay, you little shit. You gonna erase? Oh, I know what I'm doing. Give me a second. Why do I see little NFTs bouncing around in my brain? It's so scary. You guys have been dreaming about NFTs yet? That's when you know you got it bad. Squiggly, squiggly. We might even get a little bit of this, right? Bitcoin go backwards into the future or into the past, and we get a little back up into the future. That's the price action I'm predicting for all you guys coming over from watching YouTube, Jimmy. There we go. That's what Bitcoin's about to do. Now, obviously, I'm being funny, right? But these guys are always like, this is exactly what's going to happen. When you know where these probability levels are, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Until one of these sides get broke of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range, this thing is just going to range in here. But the bias on macro is bullish. It's going to break out to the upside at some point. Firm believer in that. We're probably going to see 100K Bitcoin. If I were to make a prediction on the probabilities that I'm seeing, I'm saying by at least. Now, before I was like, oh, end of the year, 100K Bitcoin. Things change. We started dumping, right? And then we get stuck down in this 68.3. That's going to change my bias short term, right? Now it's like maybe February. February we could see 100K Bitcoin, something like that. People are let's pull this up real quick. Let's take a peeky boo. Let's look at the open interest. Where are you? Holy shit. I got way too many magical internet JPEG websites saved here. Okay. My favorite charts real quick. Let's look at the flow outflow. Real close. Real close. Yeah. It was a deadlock. What is it? Net. Yeah, to the downside. 520 going out. not bad. Yeah. The reserve still super low and dropping, right? The Bitcoin reserve on all exchanges steadily just dropping every day, going down. Less and less and less and less of Bitcoin to be purchased on exchanges. That is a fact. Also, the fact 90% of the Bitcoin has already been mined. It's going to take 120 years to mine the other 10%. Figure it out. Just run these numbers in your head. There's no Bitcoin available. We're going to get some massive supply shock that's going to happen, and Bitcoin's just going to go crazy. Mm. Stablecoin supply ratio starting to rise. It's been little fake outs, though, right? Long term holder. What are they doing? They're holding. That's what they're doing. They're not selling. Miners aren't selling. So if you look at the long liquidations since like end of May, where you had a bunch, right? That dump. Look at this. Everybody just sitting in those over leveraged longs. There has not been a lot of liquidations. Do I think there's some pain coming for the longs? Yeah, I really do. I really do. We're gonna see another one of these, man, to be honest. What would that take though? You're gonna see some of this thing revisits that wick. I'll tell you that. We see Bitcoin go back down to 40K or something. Who knows? Remember what happened last time? And I was even just who is this Bitcoin Jimmy? I don't know him personally. So I do not know Daddy. But oh god, the Bitcoin Jimmy comment threw me way off. Oh, remember last time I was talking about when we started getting that dump? I was telling everybody look for a massive bounce at the 95.4 on the weekly, right? And so it's like what did it do? It hammered past it and went to the third standard deviation normal distribution, literally to the dollar. Right. That's why I don't just put in orders in those spots. I want to see how Bitcoin reacts when it gets to it. And what the hell happened? It nuked through it. We had a tiny little bounce, and then, woo, if you remember the 15-minute candles, if you were watching that dump down to 41, it was brutal. I cannot believe we didn't have more long liquidations. Right. I just can't believe it. You can see we had a little bit. There it is right there. But nothing where, I mean, we need to shake out some of these bad boys. We really do. Funding rate kind of steady right now, not doing much. The open interest is rising again tremendously. There's some pain coming for the longs, in my opinion. My opinion, there is. And so if I go over here and I take a peek at this, if we get a second standard deviation move this week, we're talking a little over 40K. Would that create some pain? Yeah, because I guarantee it, the people that didn't get liquidated on this drop, they breathed a sigh of relief. Oh, we're all good, dude. Man, the pain's not over for those guys. I really don't think so, to be honest. Now, this is just all just they're not even predictions. Looking at these global metrics, looking at the probabilities, knowing how Bitcoin loves direct people, it hasn't tasted enough blood yet. It wants some blood in the street. There hasn't been any. There's a little bit of blood in the street, a lot of fear in the market. Nothing like I don't think like there's going to be. And I'm telling you, if we were to do another 3SD run, real quick wick like this and pull back up, there's going to be a lot of people liquidated. 37, that would scare the shit out of people. I'd love it, to be honest. That's another 10K drop. Let's see here. So that's what I'm saying there. And I'm seeing that funding rate going back up, or open interest climbing. People haven't learned their lesson, man. I'm not saying. I mean, hell, over here, the open interest was about that high. This baby just climbed up to those all-time highs, but I don't know. I mean, if you just look at one specific exchange, right, on TradingView, where you can get some numbers on Bitfinex, for crying out loud. There's only 1,139 Bitcoin shorted. There's 34,119 longed. A little bit of an imbalance there, in my opinion. So bring on the pain. Bring on the pain. And I'll be watching every day, right? It's going to be interesting, right? We're coming into this holiday season. Everybody, a majority of people are going to be away from the computers and stuff. I want to see, I want to see what happens with price action. It'd be the epic time to do it if they were gonna. I'll tell you that. Really have a major sell-off. It'd be funny on Christmas Day. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! Here comes the dump instead of the pump, right? Because everybody on YouTube, those YouTube Jimmies. Right, Donnie? They're talking about, oh, the Christmas pump's here. Oh, we're going to the moon. I'm like, we could. We could. There's no doubt about it. I just don't think we've seen the end of this. I really don't. Now, it's going to be wick. It's going to be a wick. Now, in my opinion, I highly doubt we close a weekly candle below 43. Highly doubt it. I highly doubt we create a lower low here. If we do create a lower low here, look out. Because what's that going to mean? We create a lower low, chances are we're going to be closing some maybe daily candles below the 68.3 down here, below 40K. If that happens, we could really shake out some longs, man. Drop this baby down to 30K or something. That'd be beautiful. Why do I say beautiful? Because Bitcoin is macro all-time bullish. The lower I can get in, the better. Bring him down. But at the same time, I don't care. I can get in. I can get into some positions if we break above the 68.3. I'll feel more comfortable. That's what I look for. Where are we going to create these highs and lows, the data sets? What probability range on these projections are we in? Powerful, and I just don't think this is done yet. If anything, boy, it'd be great to see it maybe create a data set right about the same where you talk about people would be on the fence. Well, it's not a lower high, not a higher low. I don't know what's going on. And they can run it in either direction. People are just going to be running for the hills, screaming for their life. But I mortgaged my house. Crazy, 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 crazy. So you pop over here, right? And we've got this is our ultimate power mean. This is on a daily. These power means have almost all flipped bearish. I've only got 3 of the actual power means set to, because there's a difference here. You got an SSMA smoother on the bands, right? So we're rejecting right now off the 9 length ultimate power mean. So this is about to get spicy. I'm telling you, if we cannot get by this area right here, this baby is going to come down. It's like I said, especially if you go back to here. Right now, we got about some even data sets from these highs right here. If this dumps out, it's just going to be another lower high, right? Just going to be another lower high. And Bitcoin playing with everybody's emotions. That's what I see happening. Then you come down here and you look at the first standard deviation down here on the daily on these deviation bands, 41.4 area, right? 41.313. Second standard deviation, 35.40. So, wow. Pop up here on the higher time frames. Let's look at all these. Let's see what the band's doing. Now it's just on the daily. Nothing's even went bullish on the bands, right? When you get up to a 2-day, I know the 3-day, 5-day, none of that. Everything looks pretty good macro. And actually, you've got some of these power means still telling you that the log returns are above the mean variance is still rising. Now the low length isn't, right? And it is another candle away from crossing down the 54. All right, all I've got on this chart is the 9, the 33, and the 54. I mean, one good thing, we are above the mean. We are above the mean of standard deviation bands that are in dots. Got them pretty lightly colored just for aesthetics. Let me go to the daily again. Where's the wave trend in Fisher? Reverse wave trend in Fisher. That's how we roll. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, right here, the wave trend crossed down the Fisher. I'm telling you, Bitcoin's got a lot of work to do, man. Everybody's getting all excited because we had this little pump. Bitcoin has a ton of work to do. I just don't think it's over. And you know what? Let's see if I can pull up a chart here to back all this up. Let's take a quick peek. The buy and the sell pressure. Let's see exactly what's going on. Yes, I'm on the index already. Beautiful. This chart takes a while to populate. Here she comes. It's on the 4 hour. It's going to be a lot of buy pressure. I want to get up here on some macro times. Populate so I can change time frames. Shit. Come on. Come on. Okay, baby. What are you doing? La di da. Yeah, what the hell is going on? It's not even bringing up these time frames down here. Here we come. Come on. Man. Hopefully everybody can hear me well. See my charts well. Could be the internet on my end. Full disclosure, yeah, I am a traveling sideshow, so goodness gracious. Where is crypto charts? Turn that baby on. Let me load this real quick. Sometimes you just need a little kick in the ass. There we go. Just need to kick it in the ass a little bit. Yeah, this is what I expected to see on the 4 hour. A lot of buy pressure, right? Zero sell pressure. Do I have to? Everybody's seen me pull this up before. What do you think's happening right now? Do you think this is creating any divergence? It's creating a shitload of divergence, guarantee it. You just can't have all buy pressure and no sell pressure. This is the bulls having their way with the bears. The bears will just come, no problem. Yeah, you want to have a little pump? Okay. Good luck. We get up here on a 5 day. Wow. Huh? But still a lot of sell pressure on these macro time frames. Yep. And look at the buy pressure on the weekly. Still dropping off, man. Still dropping off. While the sell pressure is staying steady. Little bit of a drop off. Drop some ginger. When the dogs get a hold of that, it'll be hilarious. So yeah, macro time frames. Sell pressure, man. Sell pressure is on. No, you don't want this ginger. Look at this monthly candle right now. All right, what's that? 58? 58 on the sell pressure, 43 on the buy pressure this month. Last 3 months, steadily dropping. Last 2 months, big increase in sell pressure. Get back, dog. That's what I'm talking about. People are like, oh, what the hell? How do you know? Well, I know there's a macro. There's still a lot of sell pressure, man. Makes a huge difference. You can go back down here on the daily. Right? We're having a couple nice days of buy pressure. So way more sell pressure. Way more. Like I said, right? On lower time frames and stuff, there was some bull div. You drop down on the 4 hour, you could see all the buy pressure. There's literally no sell pressure on the 4 hour. I'm telling you, man. Look out. We're gonna have a Santa Claus is gonna come down the chimney and he's gonna have a red dildo in each hand. He's gonna be slapping your mom and your brother and your sister and just beating them down with red dildos. That's enough of that chart. Guarantee it. That's my bias anyway. We have not seen the end of this move to the downside. No, no, no. Ho, ho, ho. Santa's coming down. He's going to be wearing women's lingerie, swinging red dildos. Right? We're in this new woke age. See where we're at on the 90-minute on the ultimate power mean. Going sideways big time. We already talked about that. That's toppy as hell looking too. People are saying, oh, it's consolidation. I'm like, oh, we'll see. We will see. I mean, it's pretty bullish. Pretty bullish. I mean, it's big in itself to get above the wave trend and Fisher, right? Big in itself. That's the 90. Mr. Sandman. Big on the 4 hour too. We are above them. And 4 hour, really? You go to there. I mean, look at this high back here, right? People are going, oh, well, here's the data set. It's a higher high. Yeah, from here. Telling you, man. Got the same on this data set back here. We're getting below the mean of the deviation bands on the 4 hour. These deviation bands are starting to collapse back down. So be paying attention. I mean, literally, the wave trend barely crossed, or the get a better look at this. Yeah, wave trend finally crossed up the Fisher right about here. It is heading up. Fisher's still heading down strong. If Bitcoin dumps down, we get below this Fisher. That's about $1,000 below where we're at right now. Wouldn't be a bit surprised. We are going to see that Fisher probably, or that wave trend cross down that Fisher again. And then probably get a lower low. Probably get a lower low. This is just a little relief pump, right? Just a little Christmas relief pump. I just showed you those higher time frames and the sell pressure. There's still a ton of sell pressure. This shit is not over. Tell your friends. Tell your families. All right. If you're at the Thanksgiving table telling all your family how impressed they should be with you because of your crypto and telling everybody to buy, and now you're going back for Christmas and they're going to be punching you out because they lost a shitload of money. Good luck with all that. Tell them, be like, just have diamond hands, man. Don't sell the bottom. That's why I don't really, I don't talk to family about crypto. No, no use. They'll think I'm nuts anyway. A lot of them have no idea what I've done. And that's the way I like to keep it, trust me. Then you don't get calls every day. Hey, can I borrow some money? Yeah, a bunch of bullshit. Let's see here. 12 hour. Get up above these bad boys on the 12 hour. What time is it? I've been dicking around for 45 minutes, talking madness. Yeah. I mean, this wave trending fish on a 12-hour still coming down hardcore. Still coming down hardcore. Low length, right? You see the 9 length. I mean, look how the 12 hours is rejecting off that 9. Yeah, we got back above it, right? But hell, look what happened to the variance with these 3 dojis right here, right? With these 3 doji candles right here, as soon as after this pump candle ended, the variance, the returns went back below the mean and the variance is rising. That's on the 12-hour. Don't be surprised. And these deviation bands on the 12-hour, yeah, they're tightening. Why else do we know that? We go to a 12-hour chart, the low length ABR is contracted and flashing, correct? Very soon, ladies and gentlemen, I will be at the crypto cabin and I will have fiber. But this is a combination of, I mean, the weather is horrible right now. Low, collapsing though, right? Contracting positively correlated too. What happened to traditional markets today? Up a little bit, right? 2 days in a row. Same thing going on with Bitcoin, right? Just a little pre-Christmas, a little relief pump, probably. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And stay around. You got any questions? Who else is in here? There's Andy. He's our indicator description maker. Me, Andy, and MJ, right? And all 3 of us are totally lost in magical internet JPEG land right now, so be patient with the indicators. Okay, I see nobody typing. Good to see the major in here. One of my faves. Let's see here. Chat at 12-hour, right? I mean, I'm telling you, this is not looking good, in my opinion. Obviously, Bitcoin's going to do whatever, right? The entropy tells us. Look at the entropy on the 12-hour. Everything's random right now. Everything's random. So when you hear me talk about stuff, man, it could go the other way. There's no doubt about it. It could go the other way. I'm just saying, from reads I'm getting on high time frames and stuff, sure it could go higher, but be real careful, traders. Be real careful. Because, yeah, even we got the low length Fisher on the 12-hour turning down, getting ready to cross the high length. Yeah, man. Last time that happened was right here. Bam. And right here. Wham. Toot, 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 toot. Boom and boom. So, that being said, I can't wait till the new day. We got an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, yeah, Joey. Your pleasure to have you, man. Let's see. Anything else in here? Anything else I need to talk about? I could say, hey, you need to go check out Equine, right? NFT gaming project on the Cardano blockchain. And that I would highly recommend because I'm telling you right now, it's early and it's doing amazing things. Good Games Guild. If you look up the guilds on CoinMarketCap, there's not a lot of them. And the 2 top ones are like 4 to $500 million market cap, $200 million market cap. Good Games Guild. That it's literally non-stop. They're partnering with games, doing AMAs nonstop, all kinds of stuff. Their market cap's under $10 million. Not financial advice. I would highly recommend checking them out. Go to the website. You can stake. You can stake the tokens, high yield, almost 40% right now. Pretty cool. And of course, Equine. Holy shit. It's going to revolutionize the thoroughbred digital racing. No doubt about it. There's a couple other projects out there, D Race and Zed or something. And from everybody I'm talking to, Equines are going to bury them both. It's just an incredible platform. And the floor is right about mint right now. Literally on the Pioneer is what they call them, the Pioneer horses. You can re-roll them for life for 20 Cardano. Every month is the year during the game. And right now, until the game launches, your thoroughbreds aren't aging, right? You have to activate them when the game launches. But then every month is a year. After 18 months, your thoroughbred dies. And for 20 bucks, you can re-roll for a new Pioneer horse. Will only happen with the Pioneer horses. All the foals that you breed and stuff, they all die. You don't get them back. It's crazy for what people are selling these things for because they don't understand the platform, right? People are in there. That's a problem with ADA and Soul NFTs on there because there's no gas fees, hardly any. So people are flipping them like shit coins. It's a riot. They have no idea what they're sitting on. Pretty crazy. The really good thoroughbreds right now are selling for $5,000, $10,000, things like that. But those people are silly. In the future, these things are going to be worth a fortune. People realize, oh, I have this horse for life. Yeah, you do. That means you can race it, breed it, all kinds of fun shit. I'm excited. Obviously, you can tell. I got a whole stable. Jesus, I think I got 17 horses now, one in the works. That's right, MJ. Found me a 148 stat filly to breed with Whimsy's 180 stat colt. It's going to be a hump fest in the hay, baby. Yes, yes, yes. I told her I'll supply the red wine, a little soft music. I'll put some assless chaps on. It's going to be great, man. I'll dance around in the hay and sing songs while my horses bang. lost my, I have lost my mind. JPEGs are rotting my brain. Thanks, MJ. Thanks, Andy. Freaking bad influences, those two guys. If you want to know why we haven't been very active, which we're going to try to be more active in the Discord, it's because we're lost in JPEG land. 100%, man. Lost. Oh, boy. All right. It's about time to fly. Yeah, MJ, that's right. Image deleted. That's, yeah, buddy. Sure, arrest me. But no, it really is a cool game. And it's unlike any other. It's like all the races are going to be stat based, right? Tiered. So if you get a low stat horse, it doesn't matter. They could be a champion in their tier. So these people are like, oh, they're dumping their thoroughbred horses because they have low stats, but all the races are going to be tiered by stats. I mean, it's just people never read the white papers, never read the roadmap. Crazy. I'm heavily taking advantage of this project. Will be for sure. Spent a lot of time in off track betting facilities, been to a ton of races, love betting on the ponies. I understand track conditions, right? Jockey pairings. We have friends of the family that race thoroughbreds that know a lot about breeding. I'm getting in contact with the Tristlers. Shout out to the Tristlers if you happen to watch this video. Great people. All right, let's see here. Okay, Andy. Andy's typing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there are. That's where I think Equine's going to be head and shoulders above this. Oof, they've got so much shit planned. It's amazing. I mean, we were talking about earlier. It's like you'll see it one day, like in these off-track betting facilities, because everything's going digital. You're literally going to be able to sit back and watch some of these gaming NFT platforms racing thoroughbred horses. You'll be able to bet on them and shit. It's going to be pretty huge. It's going to be huge. You'd see it one day on ESPN. All right, that'd be fucking pretty cool. Even though I don't even watch that woke network anymore. But yeah, be cool to see some digital thoroughbred racing on some sports channels and stuff where you can bet on them. For freaking sure. Yeah. So I'm like big time in it. And there's a lot of good NFTs coming up. MJ still owes me a couple. Still owes me a crow. Never bought me my whale. Oh man, it's brutal. It is brutal. Let's wrap this baby up. So we talked nothing but about Bitcoin and my NFT fetish all day, which is fine. Powerful, powerful. Like I said, if you're out there trading Bitcoin, I'd highly recommend trading low time frame volatility. I would not be sitting in a position to either side right now. If you are, you're nuts. You're dying to lose some money. Unless you're just one of those people, you're not leveraged at all. You got a Bitcoin in an account, you're a Bitcoin long or a Bitcoin short, whatever. And if you are doing that, I would definitely, it would be in a long if it were me, right? Because if you're not over leveraged, you're not going to get liquidated. It's going to take a bit. You'd have to go to 20, probably 15K or something. So yeah, just be careful out there. Be careful out there. At some point, Bitcoin macro is bullish as hell. You're going to see $1 million Bitcoin. At what time? Who knows? But I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a massive supply shock. And when we get more institutional involvement and when that Bitcoin backed ETF launches, it's over, man. It's over. You're going to never see these prices in Bitcoin again. Ever, ever. This thing is going to shoot into the seven figures and people are going to be like, what the hell just happened? Bitcoin's $1 million. And be like, yeah, we've been talking about this for years. Oh, yeah? Got my fur baby horse whining. Just have to take one of those elephant craps. It's all good. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, you are probably literally going, what the hell did I just watch? Yeah, that's what a lot of people say until they figure out that trading volatility, probability, and statistics is the only way to go, in our opinion, right? So the link to our Discord is in the description of all our videos. You're going to want to come check out Alpha Trading, see what we have to offer. Open up a support ticket. Tell us what's on your mind. We're running a holiday special right now on our two Discord levels. One is $10 and one is $69 right now, going up to $99 at the end of the year. But that level includes the entire alpha trading system. Okay, which is very powerful. You're looking at a lot of it right now. All these charts I always show, most of it is included with that, and indicators being published all the time. Fantastic. So I want to thank you guys for watching live in the Discord. And we're going to have a stream tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We won't be going on Christmas Eve, so it's going to be a long weekend, Friday, or yeah, no stream Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So we'll be back Monday. But like I said, we will have a stream tomorrow, but a little ahead of the time. Everybody have a great holiday, and I'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you.